Hello everybody, it's Naz here, and I'm talking about Gravity Falls today. Gravity Falls is a show about Dipper and Mabel. Well, I'm not going to get into that right now. For this episode, we're talking about Bill Cipher. Bill is one of the strongest beings in his fourth dimension, I'm guessing, since he actually is one of the trickiest. If you've seen, he made a void in between the fourth and third dimension. No one has ever done this before, meaning that he's one of the more powerful ones of his kind, if not the strongest. Bill doesn't just stick to the yellow form. When he gets extremely mad, he will turn into his red raging form. This is kind of like, since he is one of the fourth dimensional characters, he will obviously have different body appearances, mostly because it doesn't matter. The gravity is different and where he comes from, so he takes that wherever he goes. Just look at his weird bubbles. Just look what happens when someone even gets touched by it. It makes the whole entire body weird, if not makes them insane. They will never be the same again after the event. Bill Cipher is from the fourth dimension, obviously, as he mentioned many times in the series. But exactly how was he able to enter the fourth dimension without a hole through the fourth dimension in the third dimension? Most likely from Stan's brother, Stan Lee. Stan Lee was always interested in mythical creatures. He found that Gravity Falls was one of the main ones. Bill Cipher actually did go to Gravity Falls before Bill Cipher was even born, many years ago. That's how they found his two weaknesses for him, to either trap him in someone's brain and destroy their brain, or the better circle, as I like to call it. This circle is one of the only two ways to destroy Bill. Since someone made this from ancient times, as you can see from the Egyptian drawings. It's obviously the Egyptians because the way that they drew it, and also his pyramid. So in determining, Bill has a giant house in the sky. He switched from a pyramid and put it in the sky. But I don't know why he did this. This is a question. Was it either because it symbolizes him or because it was made for him? Most likely made for him, since he already proven that he was found in an Egyptian time. So most likely made for him. He did not just take it. Also because the inside of it is hollow. You can tell Bill is one of the stronger creatures in his dimension because of his giant crew. As you can see, they're all very weird. Unlike him, he is actually the least weird shape out of all of them. He's a simple triangle. What a Gatorito. Savage. But look the people that he chooses. He chooses a witch, a loaf of a giant bread, and a few other mysterious creatures. It is weird that he is the only one that is actually in front of them. Compared to his size, this is not actually his only form. He did once trick the bird into giving him his body, but he can do that to anybody as long as they make a deal with him. Dipper was sadly tricked into be forced. The only way to get your body back after shaking his hand is to make him shake your hand. But he is smarter than that. He for some reason wants the books. The books do actually tell how he is defeated, but why would he want them for himself? You can see that Bill is a fourth dimensional being, meaning that he could pop out anywhere and nowhere at all times. He could have destroyed them a long time ago. Does he need a human soul, human body to defeat them? Bill obviously could have done it by himself. but he didn't know where they were for some mysterious reason. When he did get into his final form in the little town of Gravity Falls, he couldn't find them. That was the reason why he couldn't defeat him at his form. Obviously, in his younger form, why was the book so special? It wasn't magic at all, actually. It was just a book telling you about magic. So, all you really had to do was tear out the pages. But why did Bill even want to take over Gravity Falls in the first place? Gravity Falls did attract many mysterious creatures, but why Bill? Does it have some kind of essence that attracts him? There was many other places that Bill could have went, but Gravity Falls was the place that he stayed. Was it because of Stanford? Because that was his main objective, and Stanford might have already knew his weakness. Or was it something else? Gravity Falls Town did have many secrets in it. Fourth dimensional passage may have been it. But after he found out that there was an enchantment around Gravity Falls, he couldn't get out. But so that means that the reason why he probably couldn't go anywhere else in the world was because Gravity Falls, he was stuck in. There was an enchantment around it, so he couldn't go anywhere else. But he was surprised when he heard this news. But we all know how Bill died. He died by the hands of Stanford. When he tried to go into Stanford's mind, Stan and Stanford switched their clothing to trick Bill. Bill went into the wrong person, and then they erased his memory. It did not take Uncle Stan's memory away. He did gain it back later on in the episode, but Bill was destroyed in it. But did Bill get out? That question can't be answered because there's no final episodes. But I'll try my best in the future episodes, future videos. Hopefully you enjoyed. Like and subscribe in the comment section below. And I'll see you next time. Bye.